Cleaning Canopy Tracks. Reference the Maintenance Manual, Chapter 52. You should be able to, with one or two fingers, open your canopy and have it slide smoothly without jerking and getting caught. There's two ways to clean your tracks. You can clean your rails and your tracks on the airplane, mostly just the plastic rails. Or, like I do at annual inspection every other year, you can take your canopy fully off, and that's what we'll do for this video presentation. To remove the canopy, you just take out these 10 by 32 panhead screws, and in the back here is an aluminum spacer that can fall out. There's also a detent here with a little button and spring in the track, but those can easily be lost. In fact, mine are gone. They've been missing probably for the 20 years I've owned the airplane. So if you still have them, good for you. If you don't, well, it's just the way it is. It's important to periodically clean the canopy tracks so the canopy slides back and forth smoothly, doesn't get cocked, doesn't get bent. Every couple of years I'll take the canopy off. I did it this year because I needed to put some new interior trim in. I needed to repair the rails. A little bit of solvent, mineral spirits will work. This is methyl ethyl ketone, and I use that just because I have it in my shop. Okay, put a little bit on a rag, and then just basically clean the dirt and grit right off of the rail itself. You can see the amount of crud and crap that I got off of just. That's just a one runner. One runner, both sides. And I'll spray the tracks with this DuPont non-stick dry film that's got Teflon in it. Okay, there's a variety of things you can use. Never used this before, but going to give it a try this year. Okay, we got all the rails cleaned, and now we're going to work on the tracks on the fuselage. So same thing. I've got my little squirt bottle with some thinner in it, and we just squirt. We use a rag and a little screwdriver. You want to be careful not to keep this doubled over or tripled over so that you don't nick the Teflon runners. Again, you can see the dirt. The bottom runner is the worst. The top, the gravity helps you out there, but you still need to spray a little thinner on the rag and work on the top. The first thing we did was we took the rail and we cleaned it off with solvent and a rag. We cleaned our tracks here. The other thing is there is a front and a rear to this. The front has the two screws here. The back has the wide holes for the, there's an aluminum plate that goes in there. You'll see when you disassemble, there's an aluminum plate at the rear of the canopy. Okay, so these things are not swappable front to back, but they are swappable from side to side. So on this side, this is the top. When you put it on the other side and flip it over, it now becomes the bottom. So every couple of years, I'll take and swap the sides so I get even wear top and bottom. Okay? Now we've sprayed this with our Teflon. And you can see we slide it in. And it slides nice and smooth. Another thing to mention, back 2 years ago in 2018, the canopy tracks, the plastic inserts were pretty well worn, so we took them out, and you can buy a new nylon or new Teflon or nylon insert. You need this cool little tool. That tool just fits the slot, and you slide forward. It forces each piece into its housing. Then you run it all the way front, and then you run it back. Once we're all clean, We're done.